Hello and welcome back to Animal Crossing. Today we're gonna play a little bit more of the new update and also keep working on our island. In our last couple videos, I feel like I was still kind of new to the update and still trying to figure everything out. But now, at this point, I've probably played more than 20 hours of the update, so I definitely have a little bit more of a handle on things. And also, before we get too far into this, I just wanted to tell you that today on stream, I'm starting the Fill Core Island. We've been talking about this Fill Core thing, but I'm actually starting it tonight on Twitch. So if you're gonna be around, I'll link my Twitch stream down below. It's just lilsimsie on Twitch. And I'm also gonna post all those streams on my second channel called More Simsie. So I'll link that down below for you too in case you wanna go and watch it there. And when I say Fill Core Island, I literally mean an entire island inspired by Phil, that ostrich that we have on this Switch. He and I have kind of had a tumultuous past. When I first got him, I really did not like him. He was my first campsite visitor. And now that I've had him for a while, he's really kind of started to grow on me. And I think by this point, he might be my favorite villager that we have on this island. So anyway, this Fill Core concept's a little bit unhinged, but we are gonna start that today, and I thought that you might like to know. But good evening, everyone. Right now it is 7:09 p.m., which is a lie. It's actually 10 a.m. for me, but I wanted to play at night, so. Oh, this is why I wanted to play at night, because Celeste is here. I literally was like, you know what? Maybe I'll time travel to the evening just in case we get shooting stars. And that worked out perfectly. Okay. I might have to open my gates and let my other self come over so that my other self can also talk to Celeste. I know that's a little bit silly, but oh my goodness. Shella sent us a gift. What is it? Mom's hand-knit sweater. Oh, it's a cute one too with the flowers. I don't have that swatch. Thank you, Shella. It also looks like I ordered some things from the Nook mileage program. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what I bought. So, oh right, this stuff. Yeah, I bought this stuff for us to put on the beach. The plastic bench, the lifeguard chair. I also got a volleyball net and a tourist telescope. And the other thing I wanted to check is now that it's a new week, the DIY requests have reset. Oh my God. I hate having to make these frozen arches. That's okay. The rest of this we should be able to craft relatively easily, so that'll be fine. Should we do it now? I do need to go and find Celeste, but I kind of want to start crafting. This is like the coolest part of the whole update to me is the crafting. Oh, we can't even make any more. Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. We can't even make any flour. I have to get some more stuff. Okay, today we will harvest our crops. We'll talk to Celeste. We'll catch some shooting stars. We should probably try and look kind of closely just in case we see her while we're out here. I feel like she often ends up being up high on cliffs, but also then randomly she'll be like on the, never mind. I was gonna say she'll be on the beach, but she's right there. Aren't the stars just exquisite tonight? I actually haven't seen them yet, but thank you. What's it gonna be? Aquarius urn. Ooh, that thing's cool looking. Celeste, can we take some photos together? No pressure, but I would love to have a selfie with you because we don't have any right now. Okay, I don't really want to be standing in front of the trash though. Celeste, this is serious. And then where does she go? Right back to the trash, because of course she is. Oh, as soon as I walk away, she walks away. I don't know about this girl. Maybe I'll just stand here and wait for her to walk closer to me. Well, in the meantime, maybe I'll turn this switch on so that we can get started. Oh my God. That's not Celeste. This is Cube, who I guess is one of our tourists on the island. Well, I managed to take like 2 pictures. They're not very good. I kind of panicked and I just used the same reaction I always use, which I'm a little bit mad at myself over, but that's okay. My profile picture on this Switch is Celeste. I found that I'm really struggling with getting enough snowflakes for all the crafting that I need to do for the new update. I just keep needing to use like 15. I had one thing recently where I needed 30 of them because I had to craft multiple of something. Oh, kicks! Oh, I love this square shoulder bag. I don't even think my other self has that. That's good. Because other me can buy that too. Oh, look at them hanging out with the fire pit. I love you, Phil. This one is bright green like Charlize. Let's make sure we get it far enough over so I don't break it by accident on the ground. Falling snow wall. Okay, this is kind of weird, but other me also has some DIY, so I'm just gonna like dual play again for a second so I can pick these up off the beach and I'll bring them to us. Look at that. The DIY bottle is right next to my pile of DIY. That was very nice of the game to spawn it in right there. Okay, well, I'm currently wearing my swimsuit. What are you thinking about? That's actually not funny. Goose, you aren't allowed to leave. You're like the only one from our early days that isn't allowed to leave still. I haven't cleaned my place in forever. It's a total mess. and it's probably faster to move than tidy up. Okay, I don't know if that's true, and also you have like no furniture. So I know your place is in a mess, but whatever. Fine. If you think that, fine. The options are stay here and clean or take care. Oh, Goose, I don't know what to do. I actually feel like Goose really does fit the vibes of our island. Like, he is sort of good for us to have. But the last time somebody asked to leave and I said no, everybody was mad at me. If I were to choose a chicken, like if I could replace Goose with a different chicken, I would want Egbert. I love Egbert. I like Egbert a lot more than Goose, but also, and I'm sorry, Cube honestly is kind of interrupting like a really personal moment, which was rude of him to walk by, but I was gonna say, there's not really a lot of other jocks that I like better than Goose. Like, I feel as though I need to have at least one jock on this island, and Goose is kind of the only one that I feel okay with having. Maybe we should look at the list of all the jocks because maybe I'll feel inspired. I have a lot of trouble with the jocks. This is how I ended up in my situation with Curly on my other Switch, where I hunted for Curly for 500 tickets and then I finally got him and I regretted it. Like, I don't want him anymore. I think that I want Dom on my Phil core island because he kind of has the same eyes as Phil. And the other trouble is that I kind of only want to have one of each animal type. So like, I don't hate Mac, but I already have a dog and I like Bones better than Mac. Oh, what about Teddy? What does Teddy's house look like? Hold on, I'm in the wrong place. Oh my God, it's like a log cabin. Oh, wow. Wait, what do I do? What do I do? What if we get rid of Goose and we look for Teddy and then I look for Egbert? But Goose is my starter. It's so hard that I'm recording this by myself. Like, I have to decide this right now. I can't like ask for feedback and get live response. Let me show you Egbert so that you can understand what I'm talking about. And like, isn't he so cute? I love Egbert so much. I don't really like the inside of his house. I don't really like it when the inside of their houses looks like a public space, you know? It kind of lacks personality. But I guess even if Goose left, oh, what the? This is Goose's normal interior. His house doesn't look like that on ours because he's a starter. I'm getting some really mixed feedback from my friends, which is not helping. My friend Hope said, goodbye, Goose. My friend Tilly said, don't. Goose is perfect. My friend Star said, see who else it changes to. So they're like, close the game, reopen it, see what you get instead. I do have like an attachment to him, which is kind of throwing me off. Oh my God, Cube, again, this is like a personal moment. The way he just wanders past. Why is he everywhere I am? I'm really struggling with this. I think that like what Tilly is saying is just close it and then like actually close it, hope it doesn't save, and then, you know, time travel, whatever, see if we can get the bubble to pop to somebody else. Why is it gotta be Goose? If it could have been anybody else, literally anybody else, I would have been happier. I think that's a sign too, the fact that I wish it could have been anybody else. Like, I don't think I want Goose to leave, but all of a sudden, I think I want Goose to leave. No, Kayla, you can get him back. I clicked take care. Ah! I won't forget you. Wait, I shouldn't have clicked it. Oh my God, what did I do? Okay, we lost a starter. And it's not a starter that I wanted to leave. It's fine. Listen, this is the journey. This is how you play Animal Crossing. Charlize, Sasha, Bianca, none of you people, it had to be Goose instead. It's gonna be fine. There are a lot of people on our list that we want. It's gonna be worth it. We're gonna be you guys, we're gonna be so fine. We can get through this. We can do it. Please don't be mad at me. Okay. So I think we're gonna villager hunt on Saturday. I'm like looking at my own stream schedule. So if you're gonna be around on Saturday, we're gonna villager hunt for this Switch on Saturday. So I won't have an update for you about who we get in the next video. It'll be the video after the next video that we know who we end up with. Oh my God, I actually feel kind of sick to my stomach. I wish I hadn't said yes. It's fine. And here, I'm still trying to get my other self over here so she can talk to Celeste. Okay, don't mind me, I'm on my way. Something else, I'm currently wearing my swimsuit on this Switch. This is an Animal Crossing etiquette pro tip that I learned. Do not wear your swimsuit to somebody else's island. Like in this situation, I'm just wearing it because I was diving earlier and I never changed. But if you show up to somebody's island in the wetsuit, they think that you have nefarious intentions. Or at least they might think you have nefarious intentions because some people will set up like fences and stuff to block off areas they don't want you to go to on their island. Like maybe they have some special flowers they don't want to get picked or something. And obviously you aren't really supposed to pick people's flowers either. That's kind of rude. But if they're going to open their gates and let people come and trade or like let people come and sell turnips, they might try to block things off. I don't really do that, but like some people do when they care a lot. And if they show up in their wetsuit, they can jump off your dock. So they can basically try to avoid the fences that you've placed and like swim around them. So anyway, I had never really thought about it like that. And then somebody in my Discord server did it. And then we got a report to the mods that was like, this person came in a wetsuit, so I blocked them. And I don't know if that person actually had bad intentions, but the user hosting the island did think that. So anyway, I just mentioned that to say, if you're gonna go traveling to people's islands, maybe don't wear your wetsuit, just in case. Because you don't want them to think that you're trying to do something bad, even if it's just an accident. Because you could very well just be still wearing your swimsuit. Like you could have just been diving or something. Or maybe my grand plan all along was to sabotage my own other Switch. Like what if Big Simsie is here on purpose to cause problems? You know what else? I've been listening for a while. I still haven't heard a single shooting star. I brought all these DIYs and some extra fossils that I had. Because on my other Switch, I've got all the fossils already. I finished that part of the museum. So if I just happen to have a couple extra, I figure I might as well drop them off over here. You know, help us out a little bit or something. Okay, let's see how many of these are actually new. Snowflake wall. I think we just got that a second ago, didn't we? A deer scare. A windflower fan. A bamboo partition. This one is glowing moss ruins wall. Yeah, I already had a bunch of these. This whole top layer is ones that we already had. So I'll bring those to my sister. Golden, oh, never mind. Golden candlestick. We already had that one. Oh, this is a vine hanging chair and an iron guarded bench. We didn't have a bench. I've been hoping that we could get this one. When I saw my other self got a duplicate of this, I got so excited because I wanted this bench so bad. This is gonna be perfect. We're really gonna need that. All right, overall, not bad. Not a bad haul. Okay, I'm checking with other me real quick for Celeste. I'm kind of hoping she's still in the same place. She's not. Why? I got her. All right, let's see what we get. She also said to us, aren't the stars just exquisite tonight? No, they are not. There's no stars. Okay, it was also the Aquarius urn. I didn't even have that on this Switch after all this time, so that's good. I feel like getting Celeste is like so rare, at least for me, because I don't usually play at nighttime. I don't usually do anything at nighttime. I'm like kind of a early bird person. I tried to forcibly end it to save time, but I think I made it take even longer. But yeah, I just don't really see Celeste very often, so it's always fun when I get a chance to see her. It's like, you gotta invite everybody to the island. Everybody come get a DIY. My save data will be reverted to the last time it was updated. Did I mess something up by doing that? Should I have not done that? I should have just had myself leave. Why? Why do I do these things? I just made that so much worse for no reason. I think I might not have the DIY anymore on my other Switch. So that's cool. Big waste of my time. But you know what? It's okay. I'll get it later. I'll come back and do it again later. Well, at least this Switch got everything. Well, now she's over here. What the heck? She like teleports. Okay, well, I wanted to go and see who is visiting our hotel today. Obviously we know about Cube. Cube made himself known. So I am well aware that he is there. Oh, and since I'm over here, maybe I'll place the tourist telescope. Yeah, that looks so good. Okay, maybe I'll put that and then like a little bench, plastic bench. I don't really know about it being pink, but we can leave it in the pink swatch for now. Ooh, we got some new stuff in here. I don't think I've ordered all this stuff yet, so I'll buy the lamp and the light. Wait, I think they're the lamp and the light. Hey, I think they're actually both lamps, but I'll buy them both. All right, who is in here? Lily? Oh my goodness. Also, our hotel rooms look bad. Like, we've done a bad job. I've done a much better job on my other Switch. I hope that there's a way for us to redo them later on once we have more stuff unlocked, because I would like to do that. But let's do our next guest room. The options are simple or ranch, and I went with ranch on my other Switch. And I've kind of been trying to get myself to do the opposite on the other one, but I kind of want to do ranch again. Like, I hate to say it, but I want to use the ranch decor. That's like perfect for this island. Hopefully we get some more stuff unlocked too. Oh yeah, they gave me a bunch of new things in my catalog. Okay, good. Elegant beige rug. Are you kidding me? That's beautiful. Okay, what kind of wallpaper options do we have? I'm kind of wondering about making it really rustic with like the wooden wall. I love this beige blossoming wall, but I kind of want to do a more rustic vibe to it. Do you think using the wooden knot flooring is too much? What if we had like the brown brick flooring? We kind of have like this old log cabin energy to it. I don't really want to have I wish I could make the room bigger. This is the trouble. We don't have those things unlocked yet. We need to play through so much more of the DLC first to do that. That's okay. Let's stick to this color wood, but maybe we do like a gingham. Oh my goodness. The yellow gingham's pretty, isn't it? What if we had red gingham though? Does that look okay with the rug? I think I could see that working. I know we need to have this ranch wardrobe wardrobe somewhere because that's just too cute to pass up. I guess this coffee plant is new to us at least, but I don't really like it. I do kind of like the bird cage. Maybe we could put the bird cage over there. Okay, I will use the ranch kitchen set. I could have sworn I saw, yeah, this pot rack will be good. We'll put that above the kitchen set. And maybe we could do a veggie basket, put it on there. Is that too much? I don't know. I feel like maybe it is. I was thinking about using this table, but I would put it underneath the windows. This is kind of giving like villager's house more than it's giving hotel room. Maybe I'll give them a mixed fruit tart and a cake. Oh, that looks so good. You can put a tablecloth. Maybe we have the red gingham tablecloth on here again. Maybe it's better just to have the one thing in the center of the table then. Yeah, I think it being centered looks nicer. Okay, wait, I'm kind of obsessed with this clock. Isn't that fun? Is that too low? I mean, probably, but we could do it in the red color. All right, what if we switch out? The cupboard might be better over there in the corner. Here's a milk glass lamp. Oh, you know what else would be fun? Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I'm so silly. We could have used this over here. Don't really like the colors very much. It has to have blue in there, but that's okay. I think I'll put that here. We can still have the dresser over here then. And I was just thinking like this mug rack is new. This is from the update. So I do really like the idea of using it, but it's like so big. Okay, I'm looking for housewares. Yeah, this wooden stool I really like to use in spaces like this because it kind of, to me at least, looks a little bit like a little mini side table. There's not enough side tables in this game. I also don't like any of the plants. So that's good. I wonder if this floral sconce above the bed could be nice. Probably higher up than that because it looks a little weird. But then we could put something like a little bit smaller, simpler on the table. Okay, yeah, I was thinking like mom's art above the bed. I don't think I've used that swatch before. Oh, I also don't like it. What if we did two of them? It just, I feel like I wish I could put it in between these two heights, you know? Like I think that's too low, but the other one's too high. So where does that leave us? Not in a good spot. Okay, this banker's lamp. Oh, we probably, no, never mind. You don't want a lamp. There's already lights right there. Maybe we could put the coffee cup. That's the wrong one. Or maybe books. Maybe books are better because books are a little bit bigger. This is like a book stand. It also, I would say, looks kind of like a little bit too big for that. Kind of leaning off the edge a little bit, but you know, what are you gonna do? They gave me this beautiful patchwork chair. I do love it. I worry a little bit about it not matching the room. I want to use that patchwork stuff in our house. That's my dream. Hey, what would happen if we used the wooden end table instead? Nah, it's too big. How about this spinning wheel? Oh, you can't change the color of that? Well, we could just put it in the corner. I do like how that looks. But I kind of wish that we had like a tall bookshelf or something. You know what might be good for us is to go through and craft basically everything that we're able to craft, because then we'd have more things in our catalog. Oh, and maybe like this, the books are no good because there's way more stuff there right now. So we could put something smaller. I always like this little sewing box. Okay, maybe we switch some things up. I put the fruit basket, vegetable, sorry. I put the vegetable basket over there. Oh, this is good because this has gingham on it. Wow, and you can even change the color of the cutting board. That's perfect. And then maybe I can have a pie because I love the idea of a pie. I think this is looking pretty nice. We could probably use a little bit more wall decor somewhere. I always thought this floral swag thing was kind of cute. Hopefully that's not too much. Never mind, I think it looks bad. I think we need to have artwork over there, but I can put the floral swag over here. Also, my cat just showed up to hang out with us. I'm not sure about the gold frame, but maybe if it was just brown or something. Hello, Snap. This is pretty nice. I know it's kind of tight, but I think that's pretty good. Let's take a picture. One thing I will say is it's a lot easier for me to take screenshots when I make these smaller rooms. When I've been playing on my other Switch and making the rooms huge, it takes me a lot more time to get a screenshot, and I usually don't like how the screenshots turn out. So this is good. I like it. Well, let's talk to her. What's afoot? I'm all done. Let's sail back to the lobby together. Well, I'm so curious to see who's gonna be here tomorrow. We can't play too far ahead. We can't time travel because we have a villager who has asked to leave, so we are a little bit trapped. But obviously the more we grow this and the more hotel rooms we build, the more visitors we'll get every day. We only have 2 rooms done right now, but I'm trying to space it out because I don't want to do it all so fast and then like be done with all the new content. I waited 5 years for new Animal Crossing content, so oh, shooting star! I got one! Oh, we should stand on the beach and look at shooting stars. This is actually good timing because I have a meeting right now. I mean, I can't do this. I need to pay attention to the meeting, but it's 10:57 for me. My meeting's at 11. So I'm gonna be right back. Why do these start as soon as I'm starting to leave? This is so messed up. But I'll see you in a minute, okay? Okay, I'm back. And the biggest problem with playing late at night is that my shops are gonna close. I think we have like 3 minutes until the Able Sisters closes, so I'm gonna go really quick and see if we can check the shops before that happens. I know I could just time travel again, but I would kind of prefer to avoid that if possible. We still got time with Nook's Cranny. It's the Able Sisters that I'm worried about. Let me also talk to Sable, because I would like some more patterns that we can customize with. Please? Thank you. Okay, this shouldn't take too long. Chances are most of it's ugly, and we don't need to buy anything, but just in case, I want to make sure we're here. You know what? I actually don't have this tiered skirt yet, and I like it more than I thought I would. Maybe I'll get that. You know what? We could even wear it right now. It kind of matches our little yellow thing. Oh, I kind of like the green one better. I just buy all 3 colors. This looks good. Do we have this coat yet? I don't think we do. I like that coat. Okay, I'm done now. I bought some swatches. We've got some more options. Probably spent too much money, but at least we made it before they closed. Oh, and I just remembered that Goose is leaving. I feel like I shouldn't have said yes to that. And now we're like way too committed because it's been a couple hours. Like Goose is, oh, sorry. I was trying to open the door and I slapped it instead. Goose is leaving. It's done. What's done is done. It's happening. Phil is also shopping. Oh, I like these canned goods. That could be fun for us to put by the campsite. Like maybe on a bench or something as if they were trying to cook with them. I don't think I'm gonna buy that. I don't think I want the wasp head. I don't know if I have a soup kettle yet, but maybe just in case. Yeah, the shop is closed now. It's 9 p.m. I also unfortunately could not continue Animal Crossing in my meeting. I did have to stop playing, so it didn't get any extra stars. We're starting to do some prep work for my fundraiser in May. Every year for the whole month of May, I do a huge fundraiser for St. Jude, and we're like kind of in the beginning stages of planning what's gonna be different this year and stuff. So anyway, I was busy. I actually couldn't play Animal Crossing. And I know it being dark means this isn't really like the best time for us to start working anymore on terraforming, but I kind of wanted to spend a little bit of time today trying to figure out some pathing to connect these parts up. I know that we're gonna want to have a couple more houses over here. We still have 4 houses on the beach to move, so I kind of want to try to find some way to split them up and get them all in a nice place over here. And I guess that just begins with pathing. So I think we should start that now. Oh, I just said I'm done by, oh my goodness. I did not mean to turn that off. Here I'm trying to turn my terraforming tool on and then I instantly turned it off again. No, hear me out, okay? I kind of think I might try and build a cliff like right in the middle of this. And maybe it would be better if we looked at the map and like drew on this again to space out where they need to be. But I kind of want to have the cliff in the middle because I want to have a little bit more of farmer's market space. Like I kind of want to continue the farmer's market over here. So I'm thinking we could use the front bit of this corner to be more farmer's market. And then the path can go down this way. We'll have like maybe one more house right here. Yeah, it gets a little bit close. Can I just chop all these? How bad would that be if I just chopped them all? I'm kind of sick of moving them around. Like I just want to get rid of them. Let me make a nice axe. Well, since we can't time travel or anything really, I guess we'll just be terraforming for the next little bit. Yeah, I chopped all of these. Hopefully I don't regret doing that. I need a room. I need to have room. I guess that means this one has to die too. You know, it's been a while since I had a fully blank slate like this to work with. I don't think I like it. I find it kind of intimidating. I think I might plant an apple tree. This is so ridiculous, but I think I might plant an apple tree like right here. And I might make a big cliff down here at this bottom level too, because I kind of want to have a little bit of separation between the neighborhood and the resort. So this way there's like a very physical large piece of separation between the neighborhood and the resort. And we could probably have like a little mini waterfall or something right here too if I wanted to put one. I am now making it even harder to move around my island. Well, the beauty is we have this new scooting thing that we can do, so I can terraform a little bit more easily too. Oops, I went too far. Oh, okay. Well, it's nice that we can do the new scooting thing, but it's gonna take me some time to figure out how it works. It's gonna take me some time to like practice it, I guess, is what I mean to say. Oops, that's not right. Sorry. Can the tree still grow there like that? Okay, and then we get like some bushes and some little plants, and then this way, when you're over here by the resort, it feels like you're over here by the resort and you don't see any of the houses. That's what I want. This is where the waterfall would go. Nope, wrong place. Okay. This is where the waterfall would go. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, we could probably make a little pond up here too if we wanted to. Can I? I feel like surely it won't fit. Yeah, it doesn't fit right there. Okay. It kind of looks like a little half moon or something, which I'll admit I don't really like. Hey, that's okay. Let's worry about that later. That could be a problem for me in the future. The problem for me today is catching this balloon and then drawing some more paths. Oh, look how tiny the moon is tonight. It's so small. Oh, a star! Wait, no, go back! It's good that we looked just then. Now watch, there'll be no more. I really have barely seen any stars this whole time. Oh, I spoke too soon. I mean, I probably wished on what, like 5 or 6 total? And considering I've been playing for this long, it's not very many. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I better not hear any more stars. Okay, I'm gonna have this be the little exit to the beach, I think. Oh, hi, Bianca. Well, you're kind of in my way. They really have such a habit of standing exactly where you don't want them to be. Okay, I think this part can curve up nicely. Oh, she heard what I said and she was like, okay, I'll just sit and watch. She just sat right off where she didn't need to be. I'm still trying to decide when I'm doing the paths, like leading up to these things, I kind of don't want it to be, oh, that's the wrong one. I kind of don't want it to be so close to the bridge. Like, I don't think I like how it looks when it overlaps with the bridge. So I'm trying to scoot them back a little bit more than that. But I don't have like a clear cut one way of doing it on the island yet. I'm still figuring that out. Oops, there's something weird going on over here. I feel like I just tried to lean forward as if I could see it better in real life. I'm like trying to see over the cliff and I was like, hello? Can I see it? Hey, that's not how that works, Kayla. I think this rock is exactly where I want the path to go. So that's pretty cool. It's exactly in the wrong place right now. Well, we weren't trying to finish this today. The main goal is just to start getting something laid out and maybe move one house. Lay something out and move one house over this way. These things always look so strange when you're first starting out. But basically I want to have a lot of ground cover, like a lot of paved area or whatever, because this is where I want to put some of the farmer's market stuff. Did I not open the other present I got? Have we got 2 since then? 10,000 bells. What's this one? Career jacket. I don't like it. I'll stick to the hand knit sweater. Okay, well right now I'm kind of feeling like this part is almost a little bit too curvy. It like looks a little bit too neat. I might need to make it a little bit bigger in some parts. I guess neat's not the right word. It doesn't look too neat. It looks too uniform. And I don't want it to be like the same thing over and over again. This little creature is making this thing really big, like really started on the snowman for us. Okay, so imagine this giant blob of dirt is just covered in farmer's market stalls. It won't be like a complete giant blob of dirt. It'll be a farmer's market, and the stalls will kind of continue over to be in some of the grassy areas over here. I just wanted to have more space. I think the pathway is looking a little bit nicer. Oh my god, the bug was back. It's still trying to mess with my stuff. Unfortunately, I had to break that rock so we could use the space. I really want to connect the path up. Something about this is throwing me off. I think it looks weird that it's so thick. Maybe I should get rid of some of it. I had kind of hoped that we could get it to like come out a little bit more or something, but in hindsight, it wasn't a good idea. Oh, maybe this little bump out bit could be where the front doorway is for the house, right? And then their fence can be right around here. So their houses are like technically 3x4. Maybe I'll just put down some dirt so we can see it and like kind of pretend that there's a house right here for now. Okay, that's 1. We need to get 4 more. So we'll see how that goes. I do think that there could maybe be like a little farm section or like some trees or something right here. Okay, another problem is that I feel like we could definitely fit like 2 more up in this area. Like maybe one of them is right up against the edge of the beach. But where does the 3rd one go? That's like the age-old question. I don't know. Okay, there's 1. Is this too much yard space? Oh no, that's not too close together. Okay, never mind. This is actually a good distance between them, I think. I think we kind of need to have the 4th one be in like a weird middle ground space. So maybe there's a path. Okay, hold on. Once again, we're making a path that goes to the beach. But maybe the path is behind the house. It would kind of connect up over here. I want to get this, but it's right over the water, so I still can't reach it. 10,000 bells. See, it was worth the wait. I'm glad I stopped. I'm kind of trying to decide here. This is where it gets really complicated, I feel like, because I know we're gonna need to have a path that basically goes like right out to the side over here. It's gonna need to be like right this way, but I still really want the cliff. Like I want to have a cliff that we can put the farmer's market stuff up against. I thought thought I was gonna have a pond over here. I don't know what I was thinking. There's absolutely no way you can do that, Kayla. Well, I don't know, maybe a pond will work. It kind of just depends how everything gets spaced out. Okay, this won't work because the yard's too small. I have to scoot this back probably. That's okay, I can just chop the tree. We'll plant new trees, we're gonna be fine. I just want them to be staggered, you know, but it will be. Also, we can always readjust if we want to, the cliff up there to like make more room for things. Like we're not stuck with this. I hate doing the path. The path is the hardest part out of everything. I mean, that's why I've been putting this off so much because I've been like dreading it. Okay, giant lumpy cliff thing. That helps split it up a little bit more. We can have one house right here. And then I was gonna do another house in this area somehow. Maybe it goes up against the edge of the cliff. They're kind of close together. I guess I could scoot this one over a bit more. Do you like that idea, Bianca? You're standing right in the middle of the house, so I'm gonna take that as a yes. Okay, and then we would have a path kind of this way. There's like no yard for this house though. It might need to go back another tile. Well, I guess these ones are just gonna have smaller yards than the rest of the neighborhood. But imagine there would be a path that goes kind of like this and we'll connect it up in here somehow. I don't know. We're gonna need to rethink all of this. So this person will have probably a pretty big yard. This is a nicer one. And then up and around this way, we'll have a path that kind of goes right here, like directly behind this house up to the edge of the beach, and they'll have their 2 yards. I gotta finish so much pathing. And then this will be the garden area. So we'll build out like a whole section for flowers. And this is kind of what the house layout looks like right now, which I think is actually kind of similar to what we had initially pictured when we were plotting out the island and how it was gonna go. I think that's kind of like what we were thinking. And then we still have to figure out the campsite, the museum. I want to get more farm space up in front of my house and like think about that whole corner. We haven't really done the top of the island yet, but I feel like I can see the vision coming to life. We're getting somewhere. The last thing I want to do today in this video is build this snowman, and then I'll probably end it right here. I'm gonna need your advice on who we should hunt for this weekend, because we have a long list of villagers that we like, but I don't really know. I don't know. I just don't know who I want most. I think it might be nice to replace the jock since we don't have one. Imagine the whole comments are like, you gotta hunt for goose. They're like, you have to hunt for goose again. Oops. Oh, I just broke that by running it into the, okay, hold on. Let me go into a building so it respawns one. There we go. Well, good. Now we can have a snowman right in the middle of all of our hard work, right where all the paths need to go and stuff. Okay, hopefully this is perfect. Oh, come on. Why won't it work? Does that look perfect to you? Come on, go. Why does it do this? Go. Oh, I never understand this. When it does this thing where you like can't put stuff on top, I'm kind of trying to roll this one back and forth on top of the custom path because it makes it a little bit smaller. And I think it needs to be a little bit smaller still. Okay, come on. Go. Why? Go. Yay. Come on. My perfect snow boy is here. Okay, that was stressful. And for what? Oh, frozen counter. Okay, well, I don't really want that, but thank you so much. Hey, we've made our 10th perfect one. That's good. 10 more to go, and then we'll finish the Nook Mile section. All right, well, on that note though, I'm gonna end this video right here. Let me know in the comments what to do about the hunt. Mark your calendars for Saturday if you want to come hunt with us. And also remember, tonight on stream, we're going to start the Philcore Island. So like, I'm going to fully start it. We'll like name the island, get our first 2 villagers. That's kind of the vibe for tonight's stream. Wish me luck. Hopefully it turns out well. I'll let you know how that goes. And I'll catch you all later. Okay? Bye, everybody. Hey, by the way, still only got like 7 or 8 stars. And they claimed there were shooting stars on my island. I don't think so. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting.